Right. We need to adapt. We need to build trust. And we need to build resilience for this landscape. And who better to solicit than the young women in those communities?
All the communities that we are from, they are proud of us. They look up to us.
My name is Craig Spencer. I am the warden of the Olifants West region of Baluli, and I am also the, what do you want to call it, the founder of the Black Mamba anti-poaching unit, which I started when I was head warden of Baluli, but that was in 2013, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 2013 we started the Black Mambas. Felicia and Colette were both with me in those days.
Hello, my name is Felicia Mrakani. I'm one of the first members that started in 2013, and I'm a sergeant of the Black Mambas anti-poaching unit.
Hello, I'm Colette Ngobeni. I'm one of the Black Mambas anti-poaching that we started in 2013, and I'm the supervisor of the Black Mambas anti-poaching unit.
So the Black Mambas is a team of young women from 3 focal communities on our borders of Baluli, on the western boundary. They come from the tribal communities that directly influence our landscape, where the poachers are potentially kind of given safe haven and so on, and considered the Robin Hoods in their communities.
I was in high school when I started knowing about the animals and the Big Five while I was doing my grade 11. Adding on that, my dad was a tourist guide at the Kruger National Park. So on school holidays, they will take us to Kruger National Park and take us to a game drive, seeing all the Big Five animals. So I developed my interest for nature. When I finished my high school level, my parents didn't have money for me to go to varsity or college. So I heard about the opportunity that they were looking for Black Mambas. They were starting this project of the Black Mambas, so I applied and then I got the job. Ever since then, I've been loving my job.
It started when I was doing my grade 10. It's the same as Felicia, because even at my school, there were this same foundation, Timbavati Foundation. So they used to come to our school, teach us about environment. So after passing my matric, I was doing nothing at home. Since my father was passed away, so then my mother, she was the breadwinner at home. And I was very much interested of doing this because my husband was working at Timbavati as an environmental educator. So I started to love nature there.
In 2012, we started with the Black Mamba concept, okay? Poaching is a fact of life for any manager in a protected area. And you know, whether it's socio-economic or socio-political, you're going to be confronted with these things. And we always throw the same old tools at the same old problem. We put on our military uniforms, we rush out there with guns, and we try and resolve the problem. But we realize that this is actually just perpetuating the problem. When the poachers come back, the landscape has changed dramatically. They adapt. There's cell phone connectivity, there's more access control points for tourists and visitors and whatever. The road networks have improved, the fences are down with our neighboring countries, blah, blah, blah. So it kind of plays into their hands, you know, and we haven't really adapted in any way. The poachers adapt. We need to build trust, and we need to build resilience for this landscape. We need to take those communities by the hand and say, guys, we're not protecting this for ourselves and for our holiday pleasure. We're actually protecting this because this protects your economy, you know, and this is where you get your jobs and your skill set, and there's a huge economy built around the wildlife arena. And you've just heard from these 2 ladies here, the fact that they are here today is because their fathers, whatever, all worked in the national park or in the private nature reserves around the national park. So if the poachers get the upper hand, then that entire opportunity is lost and the wildlife economy collapses on its face. So we need the community to understand that. And who better to solicit than the young women in those communities, because they're the primary caregivers, and it's going to be a multi-generational kind of investment, if you like. So these guys are mothers now, and the information, the ethos, the value systems, everything are going to be transferred onto their children. They will eventually retire from the Black Mambas. I mean, you guys were part of the first ever, because everybody poo-hooed it and they said, no, this will never work. This is a useless venture. You need to be able to jump out of helicopters. Women don't have the strength to run around in the bush all day in this heat and all this kind of thing. We started with 6 Mambas. Colette and Felicia were my first. I no longer have a rhino poaching problem on this landscape where these guys are deployed, and they're working day and night to do that. Our approach is passive. It's disruptive, but at the same time it's passive, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Thanks for watching that. I hope you enjoyed that, and please remember to like and subscribe over here, or maybe here, I don't know.